welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
Well, this 2024 season has been one to remember. Great games, great players, great finishes. And now, it all comes down to this. One game to decide it all. On this February night at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, this is Super Bowl 59. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the two-time defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. A champion set to be crowned tonight. It's Super Bowl 59. And off we go to a flash of lights here in New Orleans. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approached, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing. But this is the type of stage that can take your legacy to a whole nother level if you're able to come out on top. But in order to make that happen, he's going to have to put those nerves behind him as soon as possible. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in an early hole because you just couldn't settle down. If he's able to remain calm, play his game, his team's going to have a great chance to end this night as world champs.
And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A second down throw for Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On first down, it's Hurts. This is caught at the 2. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. 1st down and goal. Here goes Hurts on the design run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That opens the scoring here in Super Bowl 59. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pads all the way back in Pop Warner. You're bound to get emotional in some capacity, but you have to get that out of the way and get ready to do everything in your power to turn those childhood dreams of hosting the Lombardi into a reality. As long as this guy does his part, they're going to have a fighting chance to come out on top.
It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick as that ball is coming out.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Smith-Schuster, the man in motion. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So after one here in Super Bowl 59, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. More from New Orleans after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still first down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one complete to Brown.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. What are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Ben in motion is Brown. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 2. Hurts working in the pistol. That'll be taken in by Bunker. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup. And right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. The throw on the run is complete. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down and unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the 1st down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. So we have reached halftime of Super Bowl 59 here in New Orleans. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you two in just a moment. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, KC.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Mahomes. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Mahomes back. He'll try to run for it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He keeps it himself.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. First and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10. After that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are out to a 21-10 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Now, 2nd and 4. They'll put a receiver in motion right. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They put Kelce in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They put Kelce in motion. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelce. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. And the Eagles are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. And the Eagles have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And, Greg, I think we can say The best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity. And they were such a resilient group all season long. They were battle-tested coming into the playoffs. They put it all together tonight, and they can call themselves Super Bowl champions.
I'm never